Hello again. Welcome to these videos where I teach English every day. Of course, this is Professor Kent coming at you with these videos. So, of course, there's a picture of me I wanted to show first because it's related to today's topic about health, about showing a picture of yourself to make yourself healthier. So, of course, thank you for coming to these videos again. I'm, of course, from America, and here's Apple Pie English School, our school in Tagasaki, Guma, Japan. So hopefully you're enjoying these videos. You're learning English every day. But in this series, we're of course teaching health advice. And today about photos. I think I mentioned in the 75 hard video, I said, if you watch that, that I will talk about the fifth step is, of course, taking pictures of yourself every day. And he recommends, Andy Furcell recommends taking a picture of yourself every day to see how you're improving. But according to recent research, I'm going to recommend something different. And I hinted at in that video. So that's why I'm showing this picture of myself. This picture is actually from when I started this school when I started this location, I should say, in 2012. So 2012. So here, this is my 2012 version. This is myself now. So of course, so what is it, 11 years later now? So, but the point of this is not showing past. If you show past, you only see past. You only look past. The point of that new research I found was, I think, where was it out of? Maybe Canada again? Calgary? I use Calgary a lot, but I think it was out of Canada, or Alberta maybe, where they measured people. But I might be wrong about where it's from. But anyway, you can research this later. They measured people about how to invest for the future, how to invest for their future life. And they asked them, okay, they had three different groups. They had the control group where they didn't do anything. They just let them control their money and invest as they wanted to. And then they had another group where they told them, think about your future, write down your goal, and imagine, like, where do you want to be in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, for example. Oh, in 30 years, I want to live on a beach in Hawaii. Or in 20 years, I want to own my own English school in Japan, for example. Or things like that. They wrote it down, and they measured how much they invested. And of course, the second group invested more than the control group because they had goals in mind, they had longevity in mind, so they invested more. But what's interesting is the third group invested the most of all, and it relates to this. So the third group invested double what the second group did. The second group, again, was the goals group. They wrote down their goals. The third group was a picture group. Before I continue with what happened with that third group, of course, banana. This is a banana. Sorry, our sponsor for today, banana. Okay, so the third group, what they did was, instead of just writing down goals, they actually had a computer program. So I don't have it here. I didn't want to do this because I wanted to show this actually progression. But what they did is, so if this is now, they took a picture 30 years in the future. So this is maybe 12 years in the future from this picture. So they took a picture 30 years in the future. So when the people were, they're around 30 years old now, when the people were 60 or 65 years old, here's a picture of what you're going to look like when you're 65 years old. So for me, it will be here. So this is now, and this is a picture of what you're going to look like in 12 years. What do you think about that? How much do you want to invest? Again, not telling them how much to invest. But what's interesting is, in that group, that third group, they invested, like I said, twice as much. They saved twice as much for retirement as the second group, which just wrote down their goals when they saw what they're going to look like in the future. And I'm going to relate this back to health advice today. So, of course, taking pictures. A lot of people say you should take pictures, see how you're progressing along, and that'll make you happy. I think that's true, but like I said in that video, that 75 hard video, it's, I think, seeing the statistics, seeing how your weight is moving or your waist is moving, seeing those graphs is much better than just a picture. I think, based on this advice, especially showing yourself a future picture. So if we imagine, oh, this is now, and then if I could have a picture 30 years in the future, what I would look like, okay, that dude looks like he needs some medical care, or that dude looks like he needs some money. So if you want to be healthy, do like that. There's a lot of websites and apps out there. Go to a website, put in your picture, get a picture 30 years in the future of what you might look like, and then put it up next to your mirror. And as you look at yourself every day, you can look at the mirror, and you can look at yourself, and you're like, oh, okay, 30 years from now, whoa, what can I do? So this strategy might help you not only eventually save money, which they said in the survey, but also it'll help you become healthier because you can see what goal you want to be. So 30 years, they said 30 years because they wanted to measure for retirement saving. But I would say you could do 1 year photo or even 5 years photo or 10 years photos. Imagine what you're going to look like then based on now, and then say, hey, I don't want to look like that. How can I improve it? How can I change? How can I transform what I'm doing to make my life better today so that 5 years from now I won't look like the picture that the computer printed out? Okay, so hopefully that will help you. Again, don't forget to like below, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also watch some other popular videos on our channel and some other health advice videos over here. Thanks again for watching these videos, and until next time, be healthy every day. See you.